Yeah, I was just asking, like...
How long have you been vegan for?
Same amount of time, 7 years. 7 years. Yeah. Hey?
You together?
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
No.
Halal.
Yeah.
So can you explain to me what you think halal is?
Halal is basically what we believe is the right way to slaughter an animal.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
The right. What do you boys think of that?
It's not cruel. We believe it's not cruel.
Not cruel.
Yeah,
Okay.
because we believe our God made these animals for us
But
to
certain
eat and stuff.
animals,
Certain
not
animals.
all animals.
Some animals
Not
have
all
different
animals.
purposes.
Like pigs,
Like
we
a
can't kill
dog.
pigs.
Yeah,
We can't eat pigs. Dogs, like it's just like it's beef, chicken, like just like the basic
fish.
stuff.
Why do you think those certain animals?
Because their purpose is to be eaten, in our belief.
Who decided on that purpose?
Our God.
Oh God. What does it say in the Quran?
I'm not sure. I'm not that religious.
So you're not that sure.
But
What do you think
it's?
it's?
It says. Say something around those lines that we're allowed to eat these animals.
Oh, well, can you describe to me what the process is like in a halal slaughter? I'm going to say murder because I think it's a halal murder.
Halal murder, alright. So what we do is we feed we give the animal water. We say a couple words, like certain words that makes the animal very calm. We're not allowed to show it with the knife. We're not allowed to show the animal with a knife. Then we slit its throat.
We face it towards the Kaaba, the Qibla, and then we kill it.
Why do you do it that way?
Just to make, that's the process.
Yeah.
What do you?
So it's not.
What's
It's
the
not
goal?
cruel. It's not cruel for the
So
animal.
it's not cruel.
To eat a halal.
Yeah.
No, I understand that, but I'm trying to understand why you try to reduce the cruelty.
Well, because it's cruel if you just come and just like do it in a cruel way.
It's more respectful.
Yeah, it's with the animal. Yeah.
So why do you want to do? Why do you want to show respect to this animal? I just want to know.
It's like something from God. It's a gift from God for us.
A gift from God, and you
Yeah.
said
We
something.
have to respect
It's
it.
God's creation.
Yeah, we have to respect.
You want to respect them.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So what I'm gathering is you want to show as much respect and reduce the amount of cruelty as possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
But still kill it.
Now, but still kill it.
Yes.
It. Why are you saying it and something? They're not an object. Can we agree on that? They are somebody. They are someone.
What do you want to call it?
Have a conscience like us.
Him. Okay.
Would
him.
you ever call a human an it, an object?
If he doesn't have a
Humans and
conscience
animals
like an
are
animal, yeah, we'll
Humans
call
are-
it.
Animals have consciousness.
Humans, animals.
Not like us.
Well, why are you trying
How
to
do you know it
reduce?
has a
Okay,
conscience
well,
like us?
okay. Why are we trying to reduce cruelty and give them respect? Is this because they feel pain and they do have a desire to live, and you're trying to almost hide the fact that you're about to chop their head off?
That to live is normal.
Okay. Now let's put
Animals kill
yourself.
animals.
You're an animal. Now let's put yourself in that animal's perspective.
Yeah.
Animals kill animals.
Now let's
Yeah,
say.
if I was in the animal's perspective and I didn't have a purpose or anything, I'd rather someone kill me the halal way than the normal way.
But
Yeah.
do you want to keep living?
Right now?
Yeah.
Nah, this world now.
No, I'm joking. Yeah, I do. To a
So
certain
let's
degree,
say
like
tonight,
after
bro.
60
Let's say
years old.
tonight.
Yeah.
I performed a halal slaughter.
Yes.
You're sleeping.
Yeah.
You're sleeping. So that's
Yeah.
like the best case scenario. I
Yeah.
come. I get a really sharp knife and I drag it across your throat
Yeah.
as instantaneous as possible. Look, it's not going to be instantaneous, and neither it is for the animal. Slicing an animal across
In
the
our
throat, they're going to
religion-
bleed out.
In our religion, that's
in
how
our
I know the
religion,
slaughter. I've seen it.
there's been-
They do bleed out.
There's been sacrifices where prophets kill their own sons.
Sure,
That's
sure.
That didn't
sacrifice.
happen.
But
What do you
let's go. Let's hold on.
Just talk shit. Don't worry about
I'm
it.
doing it tonight.
Yeah.
Women.
Let's say it's pain-free.
Yeah.
Let's say it's pain-free. Let's say it's halal.
Yeah.
How would you feel if I did that to you tonight? Would you
I'm
prefer
not an
that I
animal.
didn't do it?
I'm not an animal.
Let's say you're a human. Would you prefer that I didn't slice your throat tonight without you knowing?
But that's a different. You're
we're
talking
not
about two
animals.
different things.
What would you prefer?
Are you gonna eat us?
What if I wanted to?
Yeah.
What would you
no, no.
prefer? Would you prefer that you continue to live?
Okay. So you're
Well,
saying
it
humans
doesn't matter what I
humans and
prefer.
animals
It doesn't
are
matter
the
what I prefer. It matters what's right and what's wrong in our
And what's-
religion. That's what we
I
believe.
understand what you're saying,
Yeah.
but I'm just trying to say that your experience really in life is no different to these animals. They both, you both.
It is different.
No, you both. Okay, fundamentally
Have
then,
you talked to an animal?
it's different. However, the fundamentals, the fundamentals are the same. Can we agree that you have a desire to live?
Yeah.
You enjoy living to some degree.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you would prefer that I didn't just chop your head off right now. Why would you not give that same?
Because I'll tell you why I
Ex-
wouldn't give the same thing to an animal. Because
Why?
the animal doesn't have the same conscience as us. Doesn't have the same
What's the
purpose.
difference?
Doesn't have the same.
Why is it
purpose,
okay to
doesn't
do
have
it
the
to them but not for you?
Because they don't have the same purpose and they don't have the same conscience.
No, it's not about purpose.
They
Let's
were,
say
they
there's a
were
sh-
made for us to kill and eat. That's what we believe.
It's not all animals. Some animals we're talking about.
Okay, so why would you not do it to other
I
animals?
can't go kill a slaughter a monkey. I can't go slaughter fucking.
Why not?
Because we can't eat them. There is no.
You can
purpose.
eat them. Why would you not?
No, but there's no.
No,
That
in
you
our
can.
religion we
Many
can't eat
people
them.
do around the
Yeah,
world.
but in our religion we
That's
can't.
them. You talk
Our
to them,
religion
but
we
for
can't.
us, we can't do that.
Why do you trust your religion so much?
It's our religion.
It's just because it's your religion?
Nah, because we read about it. We believe it's.
Then there's many books.
It's the right way.
There's
to
vegan
live.
books out there. Why don't you read the vegan book and trust those words?
Yeah, I went vegetarian for a bit, but
You can be a Muslim and be
With
vegan.
sauce.
Yeah.
We have a 1 month fast for vegans. Like,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
fast.
there is that. we
I know
we
there
have a
is.
month of
Yeah.
fasting, yeah.
There's
And
actually
also
a Muslim vegan society.
Yeah, there is.
We believe we're not supposed to eat a lot of animals. It's bad if
We
you eat
can't
a lot.
just eat like just
But
meat,
how about
meat.
not eating animals at all? Knowing that you can be a Muslim and you can be vegan,
Yeah.
You can do that.
and you can reduce, and following halal,
Yeah.
reducing the amount of suffering and cruelty as much as possible,
Yeah.
is not the furthest extension of that going vegan.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right. You can do it, but like it's just
But come on, guys, what's actually stopping you?
What's stopping us?
we feel
We like
strong
meat.
when we eat.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
it's like
protein.
this need. That
Yeah.
you want.
Why do you think you have that need?
We grew up
It's
like
this-
that.
You grew up like that.
Selfishness.
So did I. So did I. I grew up like that.
Yeah.
And then one day I realized that actually, like you, I want to reduce cruelty as much as possible, and that's what halal is,
Yeah.
right? And I realized that the furthest extension of that is veganism. And really, it's so easy, guys. It's so easy.
Imagine walking past fish and chips.
Do you guys live in Sydney?
Yeah.
Oh man, you got it so easy.
Really?
It's so easy here, bro. It's easy everywhere. If you have access to a grocery store, choose the vegan food,
I mean,
man.
if you live in Guildford, you see me mush everywhere.
Nah, man, it's super easy. Trust me on that. So, okay, all right. Are you going to go vegan at some point in the future, at least? Would you consider it at some point later on if you looked into it?
Not for long time.
You don't think so?
Not
You
for
don't
long
think
No,
so?
not for term. Like, oh, 2
Like
months,
for a
3
period.
months.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not? Like, what's so difficult about that? Knowing that those animals can continue to live.
We abide by the law of God, and we believe if it's right, we can do it. We can do it.
And I'm with you with that though, because halal, and we've agreed, is the greatest reduction of cruelty.
Yeah.
Now, is not the greatest reduction of cruelty letting the animal live and die
It's not
naturally,
only,
just
there's
like
more,
you?
There's more than one reason. It's not just to reduce the cruelty for
What's
the
the
animal.
other reason?
Other reason is when you kill the animal in a bad state where it's uncomfortable and stuff, it has hormones in its body that you're going to eat too.
But
And
that's
it's
the
bad
same
for
thing
you.
though, because you're trying to reduce cruelty. But you're making
Yeah.
it about yourself.
Yeah, it's about
Now,
ourselves
halal
and
is
the
really
animal.
about them.
It's about both.
Fundamentally, it's about them.
Both.
Can we? Yeah, for you.
Yeah.
So again, even if you were to focus just on yourself,
Yeah.
not killing them at all
Yeah.
helps you there too.
Yeah.
Can you
But,
agree on that?
Like, let's say we stop eating animals. Are you gonna next go preach to a lion not to eat a sheep?
Okay. What do you mean?
Let's
by
say
that?
we stop. Everyone stops eating animals.
Yeah.
You're gonna go talk to a lion, tell it to stop eating sheep.
We're not focusing on lions. Do you know why?
Animals are still gonna be killed.
No. Do you know why I'm not
That's what
focusing
I'm
on
saying.
lions?
What I'm saying is, why are you so worried about animals when it's happening to humans?
exactly.
No, because
Humans are killing humans.
Why
Why
aren't
not
you
stop?
preaching about
Why not stop
keeping
human
guards
cruelty?
Bro, that are getting
no.
bombed and
I'm
killed
sharing
every
that
day.
stuff too. I care about all living beings.
Yeah.
I care about humans and I care about
Well, right now
non-humans.
you're talking about animals. You think
I am.
animals are more important than humans?
I think
Minus
they're
nine.
just as deserving of life as you guys.
Humans, yes.
I think they deserve life just as
I
much as
don't.
you do.
I don't walk around saying, "Oh, look, I would never say I'm greater than a dog."
I'm not saying you are. I'm saying you're equal. We're all equal in
You're
this
right.
life.
Yeah, yeah.
We're all equal in this
Yeah.
life. Yeah.
But the thing is,
That's
like,
what we believe.
I'm with you on that, man.
Yeah.
I actually believe the Quran has a lot of animal rights teachings in there.
Yeah,
I
you're
actually
right.
know Muslim vegans,
Yeah.
and they're vegan because they follow their Quran. Now, it's just about you guys making that extension as well. Okay, because they deserve an equal right to live just as you do. Can we all agree on that?
Yeah, correct.
You want to reduce cruelty by following halal.
I feel like your decision is based on empathy. It's not based on logic.
Empathy.
Yeah.
Spot on, brother.
Yeah, it's not.
Do you know
based
what
on
empathy
logic.
is?
Yeah. You emphasize with an animal.
Yeah, understanding their perspective.
Yeah.
That
But
it's no different to you.
not really, bro. Animals different to you.
I know they're different, but their experience in life and their right to live life
Yeah.
is just as equal as yours. There's differences. You have a right to vote. We don't want animals voting, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But in terms of having their head chopped off,
Yeah.
I think we both should have an equal right to live out our life, knowing that we don't have to be doing that. And the thing is, the Quran actually teaches that.
To not kill animals.
To not be cruel and inflict pain and suffering when you have the option not to.
That's true.
Now, halal when was that created? When was the Quran created? How long
Long time
ago?
ago.
1400 years ago.
Yeah, a long time ago. A long time ago. So back then, maybe you had to eat animals. Maybe there wasn't an option. But today, 2023, if the Quran was say updated, knowing that you can go to a grocery store, yeah, maybe it would say, hey, maybe halal is actually veganism.
No, Quran is like made for a long period of time. So
Absolutely.
It will still
I
be
know it
halal.
is, I know it is.
But the thing is, look, I agree with you with one thing. The way people eat animals nowadays is haram. Like they eat it in a large amount. It's bad for themselves too. Like
Now, I
they-
have to say though,
Yeah.
that in Australia there's been many exposés on halal slaughterhouses.
Yeah.
They're horrible. They don't actually
Yeah.
follow halal.
Yeah, a
Even
lot of
It's
people-
very,
you're right.
very
We don't
rare.
eat from them.
Yeah, but it's very hard to find.
Yeah, you're right.
And it's hard to even know
Yeah,
because
that's
you'll
why
get the
I
halal stamp, but they're not actually
Yeah, we
halal.
don't follow the stamp.
But
We
put that
follow-
aside
yeah.
again, bro. It doesn't matter really whether they say they're halal or not,
Yeah.
because the reality of halal is the greatest reduction of cruelty, and that is veganism. Can we at least leave it there?
Yeah.
And I want to give you a, oh, I got it on me. I want to give you a pamphlet because you boys are actually very genuinely open-minded.
Yeah.
Not many people are. I want to give you this. I'll give you one. Don't throw it out because it's expensive.
Yeah.
Read through it. It's got everything you need to learn.
I'll read it.
And I want you to check out the Muslim Vegan Society. I don't know if it's fully going yet, but I was just talking to a friend of mine, Seb, and he's getting that going, and it's putting all the vegan Muslims together because, bro, the Quran teaches it. That's the beautiful thing. It's not actually teaching animal violence, especially in the modern day. What was your name? Mushti.
Okay.
Okay? House. I'm Jack. Thank you so much for the conversation. It was a really good one.
Thank you.
Have a good day,
Take
boys.
it easy, yeah.
See ya.
Preaching.
Yeah, bro.
Come back for Gaza tomorrow.
Yeah, man, I'm still sharing that stuff. It's horrible. Catch up.